morning. It's a beautiful morning out this morning, and we're jump starting our Saturday into some special meetings. But I want to invite anyone in the area to tune in and listen to our broadcast. I know I'm coming on late this morning. We had a long, late night. Complete, lacking nothing. Let patience have its perfect work, that you may be perfect and complete, lacking nothing. When God works on our issues of patience, He's trying to make us into His image, not into what we think that looks like. And that's where the disconnect comes for us as believers, is that we think our image or our perception of our image is true to form. And it's not. His ways, it says, are higher than our ways. And His thinking is higher than our thinking. And so we really don't know what that looks like. What does it really look like to be like Christ? We have perceptions and interpretations and understandings of it. But really what it looks like is, well, it's not always what we think. And so there's an adjustment. Let patience have its perfect work. As we grow older, we learn that patience is something we need even when we're older, and more so when we're older, because we are accommodating changes from young people, middle-aged, and other older people. As we walk through this, what does that look like? And how did Jesus respond? What is Jesus' response to conflict, and how did He deal with it? And how did He walk through this, and how did He walk it out? A new life with Jesus Christ is not just a surface thing. It's an internal work, and it's progressive. It's continuous. It's making differences and strides every day. It's learning from mistakes. It's learning from chaos. It's learning from friction, and it's being wise. I'm reminded when I was reading this morning that Solomon, with all the getting, asked for wisdom. In our today's society, our cultures, our issues, the one thing we need the most of in an information age that is exploding with all sorts of information is the best source of wisdom. One of the first things we learn from the scriptures is that the best part of wisdom is a reverence and respect for God. And so when people don't have that reverence and respect for God, how can you be wise? You get wise in your own thinking, not necessarily in God's thinking. So I want to encourage you, as you jumpstart your weekend, that you pay attention to wisdom and learn. The life experiences you're going through are necessary for the perfecting of the saints, that God would have His perfect work within us. You say, Pastor, difficulties? Well, Satan uses it to discourage us and cause us to fall into an emotional ocean and drown. God says, I will take even the most negative things and turn it for your good. In other words, if we're listening to Him, we can have an understanding of what this is all about. If we can take a step back and breathe, we won't be in the emotional ocean, but rather we'll hear the words of wisdom of Jesus Christ. We'll hear His responses. We'll do His responses, and we'll be better for it. Let patience have its perfect work. There's tears, there's frustration, but that comes from our soul. That comes from our flesh. And there's a time for weeping, and there's a time for rejoicing. But we don't stay in the weeping. We don't stay in constant rejoicing. We count it all joy, and we walk through the experience, and God helps us. So good morning, Dale. Good morning, Sandra, and everyone else tuning in. Please like and share. Thank you for your love and trust this morning. God bless you as you let patience have its perfect work. Remember, we're supposed to be like him, and that requires change. That requires adjustment, and maybe a few tears along the way. But we know that all things work together for our good, even the tearful things, even the late nights, even those dark moments. As I stood by a bedside of someone who was very ill yesterday, the only words were thank you, thank you, thank you. Can we truly be thankful in difficulty? That's a good question. That's patience, perfect work. Remember, you are a gift that God is shaping and finishing, and he's going to present it to himself. And we need to hear these words. Well done, good and faithful servant. Serve the Lord with all your heart, with all your might, with all your soul, with all your strength. That is wisdom. God bless you. Have a great jump start on this weekend. It's a beautiful day out. And I'm slipped off the step there, but have a great day. Will you? Enjoy your weekend. Remember, God's fighting for you, God's praying for you, and he never stops. God bless.